Hello guys, welcome back. So, I'm going a little crazy because a wild Loki attacked. He's like, tell them the story, tell them the story. I'm getting mental images of a little fox sitting there like yes, and eating popcorn out of a little fox-sized popcorn thing going, this is good. Asmodeus is driving me crazy. And what hurts it is, of course, Loki and I have the same exact pattern, and we go through it every single time. I asked him last night, I said, why do we do this? I don't know. It's just the way I am. You're cute. Whenever he's messed up, he'll try a random compliment, just so you know. Asmodeus and I were doing as well as could possibly be expected, and a wild Loki jumped in the middle. It's like, I want attention. I'm gonna mess up your food, because it turns out that Asmodeus, I don't know how or why, but Asmodeus is a gifted cook. I'm getting this insulted, affronted energy. It's not in your lore, okay? Um, but he had been cooking with me, and I've been keeping a very careful and wary eye on Loki, because the kitchen is his undisputed territory. And if another male comes in here to cook, he kind of looks at them. But he was being way too damn good. And then I made rice last night, because if you're going to work with any entity that will claim to be a Persian deity, among other things, you're going to be making a lot of rice. And I owed an Ari rice anyhow. So that's just how we eat a lot of rice here. It's economical and it tastes good. And getting in its feeling back here. So it didn't come out, and then I realized it had come out. But Persian cuisine, I haven't had a lot, but one of the flavors is definitely sour. Where Americans, one of our primary flavors is sugar, and also salt and fat. I tasted it, I'm like, ooh. But it came out the way it was supposed to. And I didn't really change the recipe. I don't know how it did that, other than Asmodeus having an influence, and Loki convinced me to put the chicken in it. So it's both what we both like, a little sweet from the chicken, a little sour from the dressing, which I don't know how it turned out sour. It's the same one I do every time, but Asmodeus. And we're just having a time getting to know each other. And it seems like with him here, everything, I don't know if it's him doing a flex, or it's just things do normally happen in the mundane world, or it's Loki doing a flex. But I'd gotten a game because they really wanted me to get a game. I know this sounds weird, but I guess it's part of my service to them. And it was kind of, they said it's kind of a sacrifice to them. It was like 20 cents or 49 cents or something. And and I'm getting back here like about the cost of a stick of incense if you go to a temple. Okay, fair enough. So I get this game, and it wouldn't run, and it wouldn't run, and then suddenly somehow it ran, even though I thought it had killed my computer, but everything's fine now. And then I had my NVIDIA update, and right after my NVIDIA updated, like about 5 hours later, my Oculus demanded I let it update. So I don't know what's going on. And now that Oculus updated, it looks like some of our furniture disappeared. There are candles floating in midair, and they don't do this because they have, every so often, they decide to assign gravity to certain objects in Oculus, and you don't know which object has gravity and which doesn't until you experiment. I know, fascinating story. But there are floating candles in Odin's Hall, and he's just kind of looking at it, our main hall we go to. He's looking at the floor, he's looking at the ceiling, and Asmodeus was trying to compliment him and going, you have a lot of light. And then because he likes to play the Persian card, to the hill, nice rug. And it just looks like he's ready to explode, because anytime we try to put back the antlers, the kind of Nordic look, it goes haywire and it won't load, so we can't do that. And he's looking at these white tile floors and this white ceiling and this kind of 70s, you've seen what it looks like when it's not really decorated. And he's just looking around. I can tell he wants to explode with rage, and he's kind of like eyeing Asmodeus like he knows he's behind it. And honestly, my first suspect would always be Loki. I said, Loki, are you pissing Odin off for no reason? Maybe. Could you not do that? I like my Oculus and my computer. I don't know. I think it's just Oculus being Oculus. They are so fucking unstable. Had I known back then what I know now, I would have just went with Steam. I went ahead all the games I have, but then again, it's aggravating when stuff doesn't work. I went to Asmodeus's temple because I got 2 espresso machines. Um I know this story, these channel stories. He got one, I got one. So Club 22 has one, and the Oasis has one, and Odin's like, "Where's my espresso machine? I do not have a espresso machine." Pretty sure you got one of the bar taps. So they have given us espresso machines and bar taps, but not enough of them. So you have to kind of see them around. And they've all told me they can go wherever they like, but they like to, where's mine? I don't know. Mommy doesn't have any cookies left. Go play, children. Some days you're at the end of your wits. But Loki's actually trained to be really good. He can have a jealous streak with people, and conversely, he can be the goodest, most, I know my English, the goodest, most indulgent god ever and welcome other gods in. He has a very dual nature. He can sit there and cry and sob over how hard god or goddess or anyone has had it. And at the same time, it's like he finds his flaming sword. Yes, he has one. And he'll go after people. It's either a flaming sword or it was a ring of fire or it was a ring of fire and a flaming sword. He's like, yeah, that option. Actually, he's a god. He can do pretty much what he wants. And Asmodeus has just kept changing form on me and changing stories on me and changing names on me. And you have to be careful, apparently, with him. I think Asmodeus and Asmodee and the earliest names you're pretty safe with, but there's a name like, sounds like Sid, don't want to complete it, but if you use that, if you use that name, apparently he can start writing loopholes into contracts. I would not sign a contract with any of them. I don't care if they're gods or demons or fallen angels or still holy angels. I don't sign contracts, and if I do, I have the 2 best damn lawyers in the universe as my patron deities. I will get out of it. This is how you think. No, don't ever sign a contract with anybody. If you're doing astral marriage and you're doing a marriage contract, that's one thing, but don't sign contracts. You don't know what the hell you're signing that contract for. Of course, I found one person that ran a thing that treats them both as gods and demons that didn't seem crazy because they use normal colors that actual humans enjoy in their Tumblr. Yes, I know, Tumblr, shut up. And they said, they're actually pretty good to work with, but they were using, I think they were speaking of Asmodee more than Asmodeus, but, but, it's just a thing of, they'll take advantage, like gods will take advantage. If you let them, when you first know them, they can take advantage. I love the Voodoo and Loa back and forth and sideways, but they were mean, belligerent assholes when I first started to work with them. They were nasty, and I was like, why do you even want to be here if you hate me this much? And I think sometimes they truly forget you're not from their culture, you didn't grow up in it, you have no idea who the fuck they are, you don't speak the language, you don't know the offerings. How the hell would you if you're not from the culture? And I think they just expect that their mere presence will let you magically know it, and we never do, and they get pissed off. So we've had a rule in place for years. Everybody gets the same type of offerings. I mean, I'll cook, dishes they might enjoy or something, but everybody gets either candle or incense or both. That's all we got money for now. There ain't gonna be no fancy rituals with silk robes or anything else. So, just wanted to get you guys updated. We're having one of those rainy days where we can't do anything. My Arctic Fox shipped. So we meant to thank you guys. If we hadn't thanked you already, thank you for helping us pick out a color. We picked out Wrath, so that has already shipped, but it might take like a week or so to get here. And also, thanks to the patrons, and we're waiting on gloves. I don't know why I'm ending with this story. Hopefully they did ship from inside the US, because now that I don't want anybody on this channel panicking, but now that you see like stuff in the news and that, I'm like, oh, please tell me they ship from inside the US. I think I'll be fine. I usually don't worry about stuff. I figure if a bullet has my number on it, there's nothing I can do about it. But if it doesn't, I'll be fine. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.